Hey guys, it's Corey Floyd with Amerime Media, and I'm sitting here with the men behind Men at Arms.
How's it going?
Matt Stagmer.
Yes, sir.
Alexiev. Am I saying it right?
That was pretty close.
Ilya Alexeyev. It's
Alexiev.
my girlfriend doesn't pronounce it right either. So, and we've been together 10 years, so I don't care. I just don't care. See this face? This is the face of resignation.
Well, guys, for those who don't know, the Men at Arms are behind making all of our weapon fantasies come true, especially through YouTube. Now, guys, where did this who thought up the idea of doing this?
Making weapons in general or Man at Arms?
Men at Arms.
Andy Signor is the guy who developed the show, came up with the concept, and basically was like, hey, there's no one out there doing this on YouTube. Let's go ahead and get some fan requests. They were already doing Screen Junkies and Honest Trailers. They're already a request-based company, so that was just a logical jump, and they're a company full of nerds and geeks. So,
by the way, you did great on movie fights.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
So,
I got my butt kicked at the end, but I did good at the end.
Means ripped.
Just at the end, man. I wasn't ready for the speed round. I didn't grow up watching Ghostbusters.
She was
Got me
ripped apart like a
got me
piece of
shook.
toilet paper and a crowd of kittens.
He didn't watch it. He didn't watch it.
No, I didn't. I just know what happened.
So, you guys have done the the Green Lantern ring, Overwatch weapons. You've done 2 Overwatch weapons so far, correct?
Yeah, Genji and Roadhog.
Technically 3, because Genji had throwing stars in it.
True. Oh, you're such
Boom!
a smartass, this guy.
Boom!
What's been your favorite projects so far?
Oh man, it's a really hard question to answer. There's so many different levels to it. I would say at the time, the Hylian shield from Zelda, when he finished that, just holding a real one in metal was just awesome. I've seen plastic and wood ones, but that was one of my all-time favorites. Not necessarily for degree of difficulty, but just like pure fandom. What about you?
And after we painted it, it looked exactly like the plastic copies you bought.
It was actually way cooler. It was way cooler before we painted it. What about you,
I mean,
bro?
it looked like it's made of plastic.
I'll admit, previously the first project you actually had me do a lot on, that was the 40K chainsword.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I'm a huge Warhammer fan, so that was my personal favorite.
I worked for the company for a while. I was a mold maker and a caster for them. I followed it a lot. I mean, I was more of a fantasy player than a 40K, but when it came down to it, and Kara and I had always talked about it, 15 plus years ago, we should do this. And then finally, we're doing it. Okay. But yeah, that was coming to life. That was the thing.
What was yours?
I have several because it depends on which criteria you use as an all-time favorite. If we're talking about my ability to show my engraving skills, then it's the King Arthur's sword from the Kings of Avalon, Excalibur. Tons of engraving in it. So I finally got to show why I'm the engraver in the show. The other favorite is Cora Makarov because it was a deal between us and PA Works where they actually got me the steel from Japan to make the sword for them. And that sword actually heard just yesterday might still end up being in Japan because they're still doing paperwork. So it could be the case that I made a katana for a Japanese client to Japan. It basically never happens. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
I'm about to say that does sound rather unheard of.
That is pretty cool. So
and that was actually a really fun sword to cut with.
Yes.
Yep.
I think that's what a lot of people end up going to the videos for. They're like, look, I like them watching it, but let's get to the destruction.
Yeah.
But
and I always love armor builds. Like shields are technically weapons, but they require all the skills of an armor. So I love the last one was Wonder Woman's shield because I'm like, a lot of people really care about this. We probably should do this, and they look pretty good. I guarantee you, if I can make that thing look quite nice.
To kick butt JAMAL.
Yeah.
What has been one of the most challenging projects you guys have taken on at Men at Arms?
Say the latest, biggest one is Big Challenge, the Optimus Prime sword. Just sheer size, and we've never that. I mean, hundreds of parts to make one sword. Hundreds and hundreds.
And I do commend you guys for doing that one, because I thought when you said you were going to do it, I'm like, all right, they're going to do but they're like, no, we're going to make a sword for Optimus Prime.
We brought it with us.
It's downstairs.
It's with us.
So come by and grab some.
My
video.
original plan to
about
make
to say,
it
please.
full size.
Yeah.
Which one?
My original plan was to make it full size. Kerry told me no, he doesn't want me to do it full size. I said I can do it. Give me this amount of time and this amount of money right now. It will be done. Same amount of work. It's literally the same amount of work.
Yep.
Making
It's
it
the
full
figuring
size.
out that really was the problem, not the size or the. Yep.
So, educational backgrounds to get into this field. What exactly will we be looking at?
I mean, for me, I went to school and basically took every art class I could take, every tech ed class I could take, AutoCAD, visual arts, Photoshop just came out when I was in high school, so all that kind of stuff. And, all the sculpting, ceramic, everything you could take. Now, there's less and less hands-on stuff in high school these days. But that's where I came from. And then when I needed a job in high school, my brother was already doing the swords. And it was all kind of there. All that kind of way of thinking was in me. I just had to apply it to metal. But, I mean, you could go to a blacksmith society or a blacksmith guild and learn straight that way. But basically teach your brain how to think three-dimensionally in any kind of art form. You can make the jump into blacksmithing.
Okay.
I mean, Ilya grew up in Russia with all kinds of different backgrounds and working. And
The visual vocabulary of aesthetic references is radically different in Europe compared to the United States. My education is I have a degree in art history. I have 2 degrees in philosophy and an Asian studies certificate. So that educational background heavily informs my skill level and my choices that I make whenever I'm working with a weapon or designing it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have like Matt, took my art classes, have a CAD background in architecture, mechanical drafting. From there, I got into medieval stick fighting, and I got introduced to Kerry. I was like, we needed some stuff, and then next thing you know, I'm helping out around the shop, and it's history.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, traditionally, if you want to do this stuff, you'd apprentice at a shop underneath a master and sweep floors and just pay attention for the first couple of years. You wouldn't be doing much work, and then you'd start doing the grunt work and work your way up.
It's still like that in many countries too.
It's still like that in some of these countries as well.
Okay.
But you can go to a blacksmith guild and join it. It's a couple $2 a month. It's priceless information there. Guys just eager to teach.
Would it be easy to say that the blacksmithing community is pretty tightly knit?
Yeah, and everybody hates each other too. Same thing. I mean,
that's fair.
There's a whole list of people.
There's so much bullcrap being spewed by people out there that there's a lot of headbutting. But for the most part, it's a pretty tight knit group that just want to teach the next generation how to do stuff.
That is awesome. Gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for the time we had with you today.
Thank you.
We're definitely going to be coming by to get some photo and video of what you guys brought today.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. This is Corey Floyd, Salty Truth for Amerime Media, saying goodbye. Wave to the camera, gents.
Take it easy, guys. Thanks.
Hey guys, 13 the Almighty here from Amerime Junkies. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit the notifications button so you always stay up to date when we release a new video. I'm 13 the Almighty, and I'm signing out.